Shein order and let me show you what I got. Okay, so it looks like pretty saucy right now. I had so much hairspray in my hair, and firstly, if you're using supermarket hairspray or dry shampoo, please stop doing that. So sometimes replying too fast to them doesn't actually teach them the skills of like troubleshooting themselves. Hold on. Oh, there's another bag. What do we got here? Okay, so we just did a Sunday grocery haul and it is currently, let's have a look at how much this one was. Order was $364. And I do want to say that we have not got our steaks and any of our dinner pretty much. So we still need to go to the butcher's, which on average can be $150 minimum, I would say. We get Scotch and eye fillets. So let's see what we have this week. We have 2 lots of diamond ciabatta roll. I don't know how to pronounce that, but these are, I'm obsessed with the Portuguese Nando's roll. So I've been making this for Matt's lunch last week, and I did that too when I'm in the salon, so I can kind of just like eat on the go or eat in the car. I'm gonna put some chicken. I'm gonna do my pulled chicken. So we have 2 of those. We have, Matt's been saying he wants hot chocolate, so I've got some more of that. Milo bars, changing from LCMs just for something different. I got 2 lots of my favorite granola. It was on sale, and honestly, we go through this so much, especially now that Matt's having it. Got some oats because we give that to the dogs. I got some Carmen's protein dark chocolate pretzels just for some snacks for Matt at work. Some leafy greens for the sandwich, some peckish crackers, some chips for Matt for dinner, some milk, Coke Vanilla, Zero. I missed that, so I've just been having that every now and then. God, they really use a lot of bags and not really fill them up. Side note, is using trees better than using plastic? I'm not sure. I don't know. Rockaby, I got 5 of these. I'm loving these at the moment with M&Ms, mini M&Ms together. Chef's kiss. So 5 of those. I got some pouches, Farmers Union Greek style high protein yogurt, just for something if I'm at work and I don't have the time to be able to have a snack. This is perfect for between clients at hairdressing. I just feel like sucking on this while I'm mixing up color is very good because I can go a long time without eating. For example, yesterday I had breakfast at, I don't know, 6 a.m. and then I had lunch at 3 o'clock. So this tired me through, and I also had some apples. We're having lamb chops tonight. So we have a couple of things that we're gonna have for that. So we got some pomegranate, we got some MEB white pittas to have with our lamb styled dinner. Some Greek style yogurt because Matt is making hummus. Again, I got 3 of these. I don't know, I just got some baby bells. Matt's been having them every now and then, so whatever. I got 6 lots of apples, 6 lots of green apples, some chives, taking them out so that Matt eats the old ones first. Some strawberries and cucumber because we're gonna make a Greek style salad tonight. Again, lamb inspired. Lemon for the same thing. Some more apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. We got some white powder. This is so good for your whites. If you're anything like me, obviously not right now, but usually I just wear so many whites. I always wear light colored clothes. Raw sugar for Matt's coffees. My instant coffee, this shits on Nescafe. Come at me. Come at me. I will argue. I will take you to the top of a mountain and push you off the mountain because this is it. This. Oh, I don't know. I got medium roast. I can't remember what that. I think this is the one I usually get. I use this in my coffee because I have 2 sugars. I know I'm crazy. So I use natural sweetener, not the equal bullshit because apparently that causes cancer. Lots of things cause cancer at the end of the day, let's be honest. Pistachio puppy, we already have one, but I did just see Matt in the pantry dipping dates into it, so I'm glad I got another one. Some dark chocolate, and then I just got a lot of Gatorades and sports drinks because Matt has this as his intra. And then for some reason I glitched and I only got 2 ghosts. These are so good. These are my favorite. Like if it's Oxy versus Ghost, Ghost wins. However, I find that these cans are a little bit too big. So it's only good on like small occasions. I feel like at the salon, for example. But I also think that we do have some in the fridge. Let me just check. Okay, yes, my gut instincts were correct. We already have some Oxy shreds in the fridge. One of my clients got me a full pack. They know me. And then they got me, oh no. Where's the chicken? What? Hold on. Oh, there's another bag. Oh my God. So in this one, I just have some chicken breast. Oh, is that going to be enough? Oh yeah, 600 gram. I'm gonna slow cook this and then pull it apart. I'm gonna add some sticky sweet barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna make my own pulled chicken because Matt said he wants to lower his fat a little bit. So instead of having roast beef or something like that in his sandwiches, I'm gonna do that. For tonight's lamb style barbecue, we're having lamb loin chops. Oh, so delicious. So that's for tonight. And then last but not least, we got some Pepsi Max. So all up, this was 368 plus 150. But also this was like a very much like a top up of things that we needed. For example, this, for example, this, for example, this, for example, this. Like I'm not gonna buy that for a very long time. And yeah, so a lot of this will kind of last me for more than 7 days. But yeah, that's what $368 for 2 people, no kiddies, dual income, and no kids looks like. Anyway, I hope that gives you some insight. I know for me, I love watching people and how much they spend and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, what shocks me the most is how people are feeding families of 4 on $250. You're probably eating a lot of this. And that's okay. That's what you need to do to get by. I'm having half fillets, and that's a choice that I decided to make. So it's okay. Babe, can you hear that drone? Where is it? I just remembered I kept having a dream last night of making sweet potato chocolate brownies. That is very strange. So once I finish this, if I don't forget, I'm going to look at that. Sweet potato chocolate brownies. Matt has this awful habit of just buying so much of these and never eating them. These are also very good because they are low in fat. So I'm going to give these some snacks for him. If you're new here and you haven't watched my other vlogs, I don't usually do Matt's lunches and grocery stuff for him. He is a grown-ass adult and I have a very busy schedule just like he does, but I am helping him out right now while he is building a lot of our renovation stuff. So this is kind of like my trade for him. Honestly, he didn't even want me to do it, but I just feel when you're a girl with absolutely no experience, I suppose, outside, you just feel so useless. So if I can keep him tracking forward with everything else in terms of food and everything while he does that, then that's me contributing and it's really helped. But I can definitely say that the mental fatigue that I have been experiencing around having to think about Matt's food has been very interesting to navigate. I've always just worried about me and having to think what he wants for lunch when he is someone who likes to change up his lunch and he gets over things very fast. It's been tricky to navigate for sure. But that's okay. I guess I'm looking at this as like a way that I get to strengthen this hard part. Everything is a teaching in itself, really. And being able to, adapt. I don't know what to do with this. I need a bigger pantry or I just need to clean it out. But we did clean it out recently and we reorganized it. So yeah, I definitely have experienced a lot of mental fatigue. I can definitely understand how women who have families and are working full time are so tired. And it's purely, I think, from emotional burnout from decision making. Because if you're making decisions every day at work and then for your kids, and then you're having to think about what to make for your entire family, for their lunches, snacks, dinners, like, of course you feel like you're so tired. Of course you feel like you can't go to the gym because you're literally mentally exhausted. And I can 100% say I felt that too. And actually, to the point where sometimes I'll be so focused on making sure that he has his lunch that I will forget that I haven't done mine, which is crazy. So again, I'm just further building up on that. Like sometimes I can be so focused on like, oh, like what is he gonna have for lunch on this day? Oh, has he got enough food? Shit, he's running out of Powerades. Oh shit, he's running out of snacks. That I forget to even check where I'm at and I'm running out. Like, to be really honest with you, I usually go to the supermarket once a week and I've been going at least twice because I keep forgetting things for myself. A lot of people say to me all the time, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But you know, like that you know how our parents did a lot for our dads or, you know, the household, you know, they will probably stay at home at that point. And for somewhere along the way, I believe, now this is my own belief, we have taken on not me, not we, people have taken on the approach. Matt, let's leave these. Oh, there's one. We have taken on, okay, wait, let me just clean this out. What I believe and what I see in a lot of women, especially coaching women and being around women and hairdressing, you've taken on so much because you think that your parents did that, like your ancestors did that. That was their role. Their role was like to cook and clean and grocery shop and, okay, but a lot of the time they weren't working. My mum looked after the household because she wasn't working. She worked a lot, but then for a lot there, like she didn't. So many women are taking on that whole role, cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, everything, and they're just feeling so exhausted and they're feeling resentment towards their partner. But the thing is, to play devil's advocate, I think that a lot of this has happened because you felt good doing it and then now you don't. And so you're feeling resentment towards him and you're thinking, oh, like I'm doing everything. And like you're literally burning yourself out mentally, not physically, because physically I reckon in this burnout, you're prioritizing everything else, the entire household, his life, whatever. You feel so mentally tired from that you don't exercise, you don't walk, you don't do anything for you. You don't see your girlfriends, you don't do pedicures, you don't look after yourself because everything is on you. So I think it's really important to have, I don't know, a thought with yourself. Like, are you thinking that you're meant to be doing this because your parents did this or because you generally want to do it? The same thing applies, I feel, with joint accounts. Are you doing that because your parents had a joint account? Why do you want a joint account? What, because you think that if you don't have a joint account, you're not in a serious relationship? Well, guess what? Me and Matt don't have a joint account. As long as he pays his end of the mortgage, we half the bills, we do everything. That's literally it. He doesn't need to know what I'm spending things on. I don't need to know what he's spending things on and whatever, you know, like it doesn't actually matter. And so many people get caught up on doing that and thinking that because they don't have a joint account that their relationship isn't where it's meant to be or something like that. Like, honestly, you would be genuinely shocked at the conversations that I have. And this is not just in coaching, this is also in hairdressing, where women think that their relationship isn't progressing because they don't have a joint account or she's not doing all the household or something like that. Like it's actually so cooked, to be honest with you. But in doing all of this recently, oh my God, I definitely can understand how women are feeling so burnt out emotionally, not physically, emotionally, because you're literally taking on everything and you're still working full-time or part-time. And even still, part-time is still a lot, so shut up with that. Anyway, that's just my perspective. If you don't have a slow cooker, golly, I would highly recommend it. A slow cooker is one of those things that I really I was like, I just don't think I'm going to use it. I just don't know how to use it. blah, blah, blah. And honestly, it is the best thing that I ever got. My slow cooker is Tefal. It's a small one. So if I was going to make, I don't know, if I had a family, let's say, or if I was going to make something for me and Matt for meal prep, like this would not be enough because it is quite small. Like it's quite small in size. But for the most part, it's perfect. So I just have 600 grams of chicken breast. I'm going to chuck into the slow cooker. Just, yuck. And then I'm just going to put in some chicken stock. Oops, I'm using beef stock. That's all I have. He won't know the difference, let's be real. So I'm just going to put in some stock, just a little bit like that, just like cover it. And then I will let that slow cook. And then at the end, when I'm pulling it apart, I will season with Stubbs Sticky Sweet Legendary Barbecue Sauce. But yeah, that's all you have to do. So I think I might just put a little bit more in. Done. Close the lid. It says slow cook, start, goodbye. See you in 8 hours or so, probably about 6 hours. Mine doesn't have settings. You know how people like, do you put it on high or low? Mine doesn't do that. So you literally just put it in. Then that, and then I'll put that in some sandwiches. These diamond rolls are quite small. So I'd given him 2, which is actually perfect because he seems to be having lunch 1 at like 11 and then lunch 2 a little bit later. So that's perfect and highly recommend. Like if you have one thing that wants to make your life so much easier, a slow cooker. You can cook anything in this. It is literally the best thing ever. And it's also a rice cooker, which makes the rice so disgustingly yum. And also, it's so much cheaper. Do you know how many years I went buying those quick cups or the sachets? And they are like, it all adds up. Money is abundant, of course. But honestly, it actually does add up, especially these days. So a rice cooker, yeah, okay, it takes a little bit more time, but honestly, it doesn't. You just put the water in, you leave, and you come home. So it's really worth it. I know this is really gross, but how cute is this? I feel like Matt has stitched me up because the dishwasher should be ready to be stacked right now, but instead it seems that he's put it on for 3 things and now I have to empty it before I stack it. The rule is that we always go, my rule, unconscious rule that I've made, is that we always go into Monday with a nice empty dishwasher and everything else. Which, I mean, maybe he had that, but we're going to be having dinner and using a lot of utensils. So I've just opened it and been like, what the fuck? Who did this? Did I do this? And I literally said to myself, did I do that? No, I didn't. But he's being helpful. And that's okay. I swear I do this a lot. My last vlog, I put the dishwasher on and emptied it like 3 times in the one vlog, that was 3 days. So yeah, reason 100 million gazillion to why I don't want to have kids. I feel like my to-do list is endless right now, let alone with that. Like, hell no. I will plan to do Matt's breakfast later. I just need to get out of this house right now and enjoy it. I'd never had a baby bar before. I didn't realize it was just like a whole thing of mozzarella, which is nice. Yummy. So I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to go outside. I'm going to have some bread as well because I need to have some more carbs. Hey, I ran 21. You wish. I ran 12 kilometers today, which is really nice. And that feels like a long time ago. I am slowly building my body up, ready for a 21. 21 with no injuries. I've already ran 21 before, but I did not prep for it. And I could run 21 right now if I really wanted to But the thing is, you need to prep your body for the load that you're about to run. And after I ran 21, because I didn't prep for it and my body was not primed, ready to go, do not, Ari, I got a stress fracture in my foot, which is funny because today the running spot that we went was the exact spot that I ran 21, and the 21 felt great, by the way. It wasn't until I cooled down that I was like, oh no, why can't I walk? So the whole time I was thinking, oh my God, like a little bit of PTSD, which was good that I ran there because honestly, the run was so easy. So I'm currently just priming my body and increasing the time at a time. So I've done 12 today. Next week will be 14, 16, 18, 21, I think. Anyway, I think that's what Jai said. Yeah, let me have a look. Oh, 12, 14, 16, 18, 12, 21. So obviously like a little bit of a deload and then 21. So I'm following this. He said, please be conservative, and I am listening. I'm listening to the advice, even though so desperately I want to be like, no, I can do it. I know I can do it. Everyone knows I can do it. You know I can do it. That's not the point. The point is I want to not finish and have an injury because I don't have time for that, and who has injuries? So you have to be smart. Even today, I could have done 16, could have done 14. That's not the point. The point is to prime my body ready for the run. So yeah, 21. I don't know. I just had a feeling like last week and I was like, I might prime my body ready for 21. Why not? Why not? I want to try and get that before. Oh shit. I don't even know if that's going to work out because I've got busy schedules coming up. 14, 16, 12, 21. It's going to work out actually. Perfect. It has to be before the middle of April. Hello, how'd you go?
Cheesel.
Cheesel.
What are you talking to him about?
I was just talking about breakfast and running.
And a lit chocolate on the table.
Yeah. Why not? I was just randomly in the pantry. Eating my bread roll now. And then now Matt's come inside and I really need to go relax. And so we are going by the pool. I just forgot that this is a microphone that you probably need to hear me on. So now we're going to go sit by the pool. Wow. Our pool.
Nice.
Our own pool. How?
Must be nice.
Okay, I'm on to the second part of my Sunday reset ritual. We had an interval rest of going outside and being by the pool, which was really nice. We went out around, I think it was like 2:30 and now it's 4:30. And now I'm just putting the washing away. I had a whole basket full. Again, it's one of those things I spoke about last vlog. I wanted to just put it in the laundry and forget about it, but like I'm not going to actually forget about it because you're going to walk past it every single day and go, oh, fuck, I got to do that. So this is the shit that you got to do. This is the shit that you got to do. The non-glamorous shit. And this is what gets you the results. Everyone thinks it's like the training and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it does to a certain extent. But most of the time it's doing the things that you don't want to do. Because how easy could it be right now for me to just sit on the couch? Like it would be so easy and that would be so comfortable. But that's not going to help. It's not going to help me get to where I want to be. Do you know what's super interesting actually? Is that if you knew me on a personal level, you would know that I'm in a bikini. As soon as the sun's out, I do my housework in a bikini. I'm in a bikini. I love being in bikinis. And it always makes me think, so many people, I hear it all the time, even, you know, the people that I coach, from time to time, they would demonize tracking food and say, oh, I just want balance. I just want flexibility. And yet the minute that it's like bikini weather, you're all of a sudden have a really great excuse to why it's like not good weather for you. Like why you can't go outside in a bikini. And that to me is like super, super restrictive. That to me is not balanced. That to me doesn't give flexibility. And it's funny because it's like, where have we made, like, why have you made tracking your food mean that you can't have balance? Because I sure as hell have balance all the time. I just track it and I don't hide from it. I don't hide from the actual facts of what I'm actually eating. So for example, like last night I had Nando's for dinner. The night before that I went to the movies. I had sushi, nigiri, like it's not sushi, it's nigiri sushi, I suppose. And then I had Ben & Jerry's ice cream, all tracked. I didn't feel at all guilty because I tracked it. I'm gonna have lamb tonight for dinner. Again, I don't feel guilty because I'm gonna track it. I had a bread roll before because I had, what you didn't see is I had eye fillet I keep looking at this because he obviously likes it to be all a certain way. So I have to keep like reminding myself what way it is because I think we're opposite. But what you didn't see, like moments before when I did the delivery, I made an eye fillet on the barbecue, which I ate. So I didn't just have a bread roll for lunch. No, we don't do that. But yeah, this is not me showing off for the camera. This is me, I'm literally in bikini all the time. As soon as I can and as soon as the weather's warm, I'm out in a bikini. And it's really cool because when I first started to get my shit together in my life, it was September 2020. And I remember thinking, I'm not going to be able to wear a bikini this year because I cannot fucking stand the way that my body looks and how I feel in my body. I'm so insecure right now. And do you know what I did? Instead of being like, poor me, I'm not going to be able to do that, I hired a coach and I changed my whole life. And you best believe that by October, November, December, I was living in a bikini. I obviously didn't lose all the weight, but just I got confident from doing the shit like this. My steps every single day, tracking my food, water intake. I wasn't even going to the gym yet because we were in COVID. I got confident via that. And everyone always thinks like you get confident when you lose all the weight. Yeah, you do to a certain extent, but confidence really comes from showing up and doing the things that you said you would do when you can't be bothered doing them. Oh, where's the socks go? Where does these socks go? Shit, did I just put that in the wrong one then? Hold up. Must have. Sockies? 2 unpaired ones. They must go here.
For the
Oh. Lucky. Sorry, how do you want me to cut these? Like this? Hey?
Is that fun?
Yeah, I don't mind it. How come? Okay, this is what we're looking like at the moment. Just poke it a little bit. So it's still a little bit hard. That's when you know, like the whole point of slow cooking, even though that looks like it's cooked, the longer it cooks for, the more tender it becomes, the more that it pulls away. And you know when it's ready when you put your fork in there and it literally just falls apart. This is the Samsung vacuum and it has so many different attachments. It is so good. I'm gonna clean my couch. I know you guys saw this in my last vlog, but I try to do this every Sunday because the couch, obviously, we sit on it and it's disgusting and I hate that so much. Oh my God, this is like fully full of hair there. House is so important and like if it's a pigsty, your mind's gonna be a pigsty. My mum used to always get so angry with the house being a mess. The only difference is I'm obviously not getting angry that the house is a mess because I don't have, people not abiding by it, but I can definitely understand. The clean house, clear mind, less feeling of angst, less feeling of to-do lists, just like tidies up. And I think having some set structure in your like Sunday rituals, like I don't feel like I've done a whole to-do list. And that's important because your Sunday shouldn't be spent doing your entire house stuff. Like you should have time to have fun. Like obviously went out for a run. I left at 10 to 7 and I came home at like 11. So I've gone out and had fun, come in, tidied up, and then gone back outside, chilled with Matt. And then now I'm here at 4:48, just like doing the little 1%ers, just so my mind goes to bed nearly nice and clean. Ari, you gotta move now. I wasn't actually gonna film this part because it's just boring, but you don't see me vacuum, it didn't happen. Okay, so while Matt is out, he's just gone to get a gas bottle for the barbecue. and some feta and some olives because I couldn't get the groceries. I'm going to have a quick shower and then we're going to have dinner. And that's honestly really it. Oh, we're going to get like our pre-workout out. Literally everything. Time block for the week. Just like the boring shit that I always do. But this is just a reminder that repetition, repetition. The life that I have isn't lucky. I have built the systems in place to set myself up. Systems. I have learned over the time. Like I used to be a Sunday girl who would spend the whole morning resetting my entire house, mopping, vacuuming, everything. And I would feel very angry after because I just feel like I never stopped. So now I don't do that shit. So that might work for you. It doesn't work for me. For me, I just do 1 to 2 things. And then during the week, I just make sure I'm tidying and my meal prep's done. Like I do a midweek top up, which is why like I don't really have much meal prep to do today. It's gonna make some sandwiches. But I do like a midweek shop and I also made extra chow mein last week and it's in my freezer. So I already have 3 days meal prepped already. And then Wednesday, which I am off hairdressing, I will spend the morning for myself. I will do my chow mein again for the remainder and I'll just make double batch again. I think I'm going to have chow mein again. It's been really nice and it's been a bit extra warm when it's like cold weather. But yeah, this is just like the systems in place. Anyone that has the life that you want is just doing more than you. And that's honestly it. With better systems, while you're spending your entire morning rotting on the couch watching me live my life, I'm out living that life and getting the actionable steps that I want to do that. So just please use me as permission that if you want more for yourself, if you want more, if you want to learn how to run, train, it requires you to actually take actionable steps every single day. This is not luck. This is literally me showing up when I don't want to show up. Like today, for example, like I was feeling so tired yesterday. I honestly got up and I honestly was like, oh my God, man, I'm so exhausted. And I actually just like felt like I was going to cry. Like I felt like I was close to crying from the overwhelm of how exhausted I felt. And I still got up and I went to work and I did everything and we didn't stop. I finished work at like 3 o'clock and I came here and I worked until 5 o'clock or 5:30 with Matt. And I wasn't just doing nothing, like I was helping him. So on the other side of that feeling is the best feeling ever, like accomplished. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm working towards the life that I want. And honestly, I don't want an average life. I want a good life. I want to live comfortably. I don't want to look at the price of fuel and go, oh my God, I can't do that. Like, I don't want that for myself. And so to get that, it requires a good level of grit and not everyone is willing to do that. And I can 100% say that, like not everyone's going to do that, but don't complain that you aren't where you want to be or that you're feeling stressed and tired and you literally haven't moved from the couch all weekend. Like there's a reason. Action creates confidence. Confidence creates that momentum. And then you just keep adding on days, stacking the days, you know? What do we got here?
Lamb. And we've got 8 of them, I was just telling you.
But Matt just made, he's made hummus, no, tahini. I don't like hummus. And he puts like pomegranate and some chili oil in it. Love. And I started Greek salad with some olives, you know what Greek salad is, and he just put a little bit of oil and paprika on it just for something different. I had so much hairspray in my hair, and firstly, if you're using supermarket hairspray or dry shampoo, please stop doing that. Look up chemical reactions with hairdressers and using supermarket products. But I had so much hairspray here, and instead of brushing it out because I'm going to brush through the product, I just wet my hair down at the front and it just comes out because salon grade products is water soluble. So that means that the minute water touches it, it pretty much comes out. So that's a little hair tip for you, especially because we are prone to breakage around the hairline. So never brush your hairspray out. Never brush your hairspray out when it's dry.
Oh,
wet it.
Break it.
Correct, because then you wet it.
Wow, what's this?
And it breaks down. I just tasted it. I just showed them already. I accidentally put my finger in it. I was like this. This is tahini. No,
it's a tahini dip, yeah.
Tahini. Yum! Oh, yes. That is very good. See how it's falling apart now where before it wasn't? So that's perfect. Honestly, that will be ready to go. So as soon as I finish dinner, I'll put that into a bowl and then I'll put some sticky sweet barbecue. What blows my mind is that a can of Pepsi is honestly 1 glass. Why does it feel like, because there's literally this much left, why does it feel like a can of Pepsi just goes for endless amount of time when you sip it in a can? It just feels like it's filling itself up. Can you relate to that? But when you put it in a cup, it's literally, it's like, that's 1 cup. Has that blown your mind or no? I was seeing if I could get this done by the time you came in.
And?
I did. Oh. Wow.
Happy with that? You freaking better be happy with that.
I'm freaking happy with it. Give us a flex. Wow. No beard belly. How did you do that?
Eat my salad.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Okay, so I've got the chicken in here and I've just put a little bit of stock in here as well. And then I've got 2 forks and I'm going to pull it apart. And then once it's pulled apart, I'm going to add the barbecue. See, it should just fall apart like so. And the last thing you want is dry pulled chicken because chicken breast is already dry as it is. So I like to pull it apart, let it sit, put the sauce of choice in that, walk away, go back, probably analyze it, put some more stock in or some more sauce, and then go from there because it is thirsty chicken. All meat is kind of thirsty. Actually, I don't know if all meat is thirsty, but chicken is definitely thirsty, and you don't want it to be dry and like non-flavorsome. And I also flavorful.
Either flavorsome, flavorful.
And then, so it's pretty pulled apart. And again, that was not using any force. No force, no muscles needed. Matty boy. It's on the pre-workout morning routine.
Crazy to think people would still not do this.
I know.
People still get up in the morning and fuck around.
I know.
It is crazy to think that.
Okay, so it looks like pretty saucy right now, but again, I'll let that sit and I'll come back to it and it will be dry as a baby's back. What's this? What's the saying meant to be?
You don't know what that's saying.
Oh. Get down, Harry boy. This is what our beautiful doggies eat. Raw and fresh, complete brew mix. Some oats, some coconut oil, and some dates. Yum. And this is all human grade. I don't know why I said yum, but like, it's all human grade. And it comes like this. And you just freeze it. But it has no preservatives, no synthetic ingredients, no fillers, human grade, kangaroo muscle meat, spinach, beef liver, sweet potato, cauliflower, cabbage, beef kidneys, beef spleen, carrots, kale, lamb heart, broccoli, and some bones. Good morning, YouTube. It's currently Monday, 8:30 a.m. and I'm just about to make my coffee. Took the dogs for a walk, went and trained legs, done my client replies, had breakfast. Did I say that? I'm just going to add a little bit more creatine to my coffee, and because I know that I had already had 5 in my drink before gym. And then I'm going to also add in some of this. Glutamine. I've just been taking it. My coach recommended it. I've been with my coach now for over 3 years, I'm pretty sure. But just like gut information, whatever. It's just like the 1%ers. Probably doesn't even matter, but whatever. What does it do? So this basically is, although it's not essential, there are certain conditions, including injury, illness, or stress, where our body uses glutamine quicker than it can produce it. L-glutamine is used as part of the building blocks for human protein, including muscle tissue. It also helps with your gut cells and lining and everything like that, immune cells, everything like that. So this is just something that my coach recommended, like I said, 3 years ago, and I've just been doing it ever since. Same as creatine. That's really the two things that I take, and magnesium glycinate. But I am off to physio this morning, just making sure that I'm staying on top of my mechanics, my body. I have like a little bit of a niggle on my knee. I've had that for a little bit. Like not since running, like I've had it forever, especially when I do single leg movements and stuff like that. So when I started running and gymming, obviously all that impact was definitely affecting it a little bit more than what it should be doing. Where is my lid? So I'm just straight onto that. I'm just going to be doing it. He usually says like once a fortnight, but I did a long run yesterday, 12. So I booked it for Monday morning just so I could get a little spruce up. But it felt a bit fucked this morning. But then I went in and did like my lower body mobility before my lower session, and I felt great. My nervous system felt great. My body felt great. It's so funny. Mobility, I read a David Goggins book, and he had all of these injuries and everything. And someone said to him, if you don't do mobility, like you are going to seize up and you're going to really like hit rock bottom. And he disregarded it because he's like, yeah, whatever, I don't need mobility. And he just kept running. And then that obviously is what happened. He was like bed bound. He couldn't even move. Like he gained all this weight. He literally couldn't do anything. And then he thought, he was laying in bed and he's like, oh my God, what's that guy? He said that to me, mobility. And so he started doing mobility, and then over time his body started to loosen up and he started to be able to get his body moving again. So that has like really stuck with me. And honestly, like this morning, what is the time? This morning when I got up, I felt rubbish, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do legs, maybe I should do shoulders, or maybe I should do this. And I was like, no, I'm going to go and do mobility. And I prioritize spending a good amount of time. Sometimes I'll just do like 5 minutes, but I really did spend a good like 10 minutes, like mobility, not stretching, like moving, priming my body ready for exercise. And I felt so good. And I also then did that again afterwards to then calm my central nervous system. Our central nervous system is so important. And if I'm asking my body to run 12 kilometers and run 14 kilometers next week and run 16 the week after, I need to make sure that I'm looking after it. And mobility, physio, massages, sleep, food intake, eating enough food, quality food, getting enough water, getting enough like creatine, all that kind of stuff is so important. So I'm off to physio just to get like my knee checked. I'm going to also get him to just kind of like check through my ankle and everything like that, because I had an ankle injury in 2024 at the start of the year of 2024 when I ran 21 because I wasn't prepped and primed for it, and the load just like caused a stress fracture. And then obviously I was in a calorie deficit and everything like that. So I just get a little bit of like, oh, is my ankle sore? So I'm just going to get him to kind of run through that. And then I think I might actually go and do the boots. I'm going to take my laptop with me and I might just do some work with the boots, but I'll have to see. Anyway, my Waze just come up and it said time to leave your appointment at 8:47 and it's 10 minutes away. It's 8:37 right now. I love Waze. Make sure you connect shit to your calendar. And if you're not using a calendar right now and you're still saying, oh my God, I forgot, you really should grow up. Like you can't forget as an adult. You're not a child anymore. Like stop treating your day and life like you're winging it. Grow up. Seriously. Calendars is where it is. Calendars, time to arrive, second alerts. The GOAT. Okay, hi. Don't mind the mess of my kitchen right now, of what you can see. I just got a huge shein order and let me show you what I got. I'm just gonna start off by saying that a lot of this is just for my hairdressing clients, salon experience and all that kind of stuff, and you might wanna like it. I love watching what people get. I'm gonna start off by showing you, look at these little mugs I got. Like how cute is that? It has like a very textured kind of feel to it. Same as that. So then for their coffees, currently just have ugly ones right now. So this is gonna be so cute. I also got a new side plates. The ones that I have right now are looking a little bit scratched and uneasy. So I usually put like a little affirmation card in this with a little chocky and a little crystal. So I can just put that on their side table. I got a new bottle cleaner. So I use toner bottles and it gets super dirty. So this can kind of go in and like kind of clean it out. I got some, I don't know, my hands really hurt. So I was like, maybe like a different kind of massage thing. I don't know. I got, this is really random. And I honestly thought that it were gonna come with pillows, but I got these. This has nothing to do with the salon. I just thought maybe for the couch, but I don't have pillows like that. So that doesn't make sense. I got these little things. So you can obviously put something in there and then I don't know, like what coffees and stuff like that I have or something along the lines of, I don't really know. You know when you're just on Shein and you're like, oh yeah, cool. This is for a pan because we got a big pan to cook steaks in. Can't think of what they're called, cast iron pan, and they are so hot and I am scared to put it down. So I just got this like heat proof thing for the bottom. I don't know, I saw Rossi have them at his house. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I got this for my phone. I don't know, a little charm. I'm probably too old for this kind of stuff, but to be honest, I really just don't care. It's like a cute little charm, something different. I got some hair nets because I do detox for my clients. But honestly, I'm so happy with these. Like, let me show you real close up. Like, there's like a texture in it, which is really cute. They are pretty small, but I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad because like they don't need to have a huge coffee realistically. They can always have another one if they want. And it comes in like this box and it was put over my fence, which is dropped. And I've always ordered glasses from there. Oh, I don't know what this one is. Oh, again, just like stuff for our bathroom. Like, you know, little things that you've like, oh, I really need that. I saw this, again, it has like the texture in it. Texture. Again, I really love texture, and then brass is obviously our theme of our tapware and everything like that. Probably should have got 2 of those. I don't know why I didn't get 2 because we have 2 bathrooms here. I got a laundry basket. What's in this? And oh, that's good. I'm pretty sure I even said this vlog that the pantry has been annoying me a little bit and like organization wise. So I got something to organize it. To be honest, I'm not even gonna do that right now, but it's like a 2-tier organization so I can kind of put this in my pantry so I can see things, because right now I'm like having to like reach all the way into the back and well, my short arms, you know? Short arms and I usually knock things over. But what else did I get? This is a very home maintenance one. Couple of like toilet holders. I'll show you for our toilet in here. Ari, please don't do that. So right now I just have a toilet cleaner from, I don't know, Woolworths. It's so ugly. It's like those basic ones. God, how am I gonna get this out? Yeah, it's like ugly and like it falls off the thing and you know, it just looks, it's disgusting and it's really hard to get on. So like this will just like sit in there and just like close it away, you know? No one needs to see the brush. So that's really cool. Oh, and I also got, this is very random, but I got some like knitted pants, which is nice. Probably going to be a bit too tall, but that's okay. And I also got a matching jumper on that just because it's going to start to get cold soon. So just a cute little matching set moment that feels like loungy, but like not, you know, clothy, you know? So that's my haul. That's my big haul, which is pretty fun. I never online shop, and honestly, I needed a lot of these things for quite a while. And so I sat down because I don't know about you, but like when I do like Shein and like most online stores, like they just kind of overwhelm me a little bit because like there's just so much on there. So I sat down and I just slowly added to my list and was like, okay, what do I actually really need? And a lot of the things, like it's really important to me anyway, that my clients are getting a really nice quality service with like quality things that, you know, just like feel good. I don't really like the fact that that's a different color, but not everyone gets coffees. You know, I barely make my clients any coffees, not because I don't ask, but because they just generally don't want it. They're very low maintenance. So that's so cute. I love it. I already have one like this already, but it was slightly different texture and like shape. And I just love different kind of things. But yeah, that's my haul. I sat down and I did it, and now I'm gonna put all this away as soon as I can. And yeah, if you wanna know any of the codes to any of these, just honestly comment below and I can send you the item number or whatever. And it's just from Shein. I had to build it in my typical hyperfixation. I could not, and this is what it looks like. And no, it doesn't fit in my cupboard, it's too tall. So, you're probably wondering, what the hell am I doing right now? Well, I was just between jobs. I was working in the salon today and then I just got home. It's currently 2 o'clock. So I just kind of had like a little bit of a breaky break. And then now I'm going to plug in. I don't actually need to do any check-ins today because I actually did a lot of work yesterday. And today it's predominantly a hair day plus replies. Obviously, like I always get back to my coaching clients, even though I do say to them to allow at least 0 to 72 hours for replies. I do think that it's important to, you know, attend to them if they need, but something that I also teach as well is like no codependency. So sometimes replying too fast to them doesn't actually teach them the skills of like troubleshooting themselves, right? And it creates like this codependency, which is actually doing them disservice by plugging in too much. So I don't really need to do check-ins, but to be honest with you, I would rather, since it is, I'm just gonna lock in for like an hour and a half and I just do some check-ins. I have, how many check-ins remaining? Like yesterday I worked hard. So check-ins remaining to do. I have, why is my counter not working? I've got 5 to do, and then I have a new client onboarding form and stuff to read through. So to be honest with you, I will probably go ahead and do that, as the check-ins that I have, I actually wanted to do midweek anyway. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a client onboarding. And yeah, just gonna do that for an hour and then do replies, and then I think I want to go for a WALK. I was gonna do something when I got home from work, like from shifts. Like I ate my lunch on the way home. I just had a pulled chicken sandwich, the same pulled chicken that you've seen, because I knew that I probably would be eating that on the way home. And then I want to like kind of switch between jobs, but honestly, unboxing that haul was like nice. And so I did that instead. Also, this is my phone charm, so cute. Also, this is a thing, like a tripod. I got that from Amazon, so good. Guys, I just want to show you, Matt came home with the most beautiful flowers on Monday night. How cute is that? They're like often he usually gets me sunflowers, but he's been getting me these really beautiful different flowers I've never really seen before. And I'm so blessed. Guys, this is what is available to you. This is why, again, I was not fussed that I didn't get flowers for Valentine's Day, because my man's like, that's like, he did it 3 weeks ago and then he just randomly on Monday came home. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. It's Wednesday and it's interval day. My shoes, I washed them. They're so nice and clean. And this was my fit for the interval. The interval was very hard today. There was like not really any rests between. So what I mean rests is like no walking breaks really. We only had really like 1 walking breaks, but we had some sprints and all that kind of stuff, which I love sprints. I love sprints. My little legs can run so fast. And what else have I been doing? when I came home from the run, I just kind of sat by the fire and was just doing my replies for my clients. And then I've just been building a couple of meal plans. All of my girlies are self-tracking, which is honestly the best. If you don't know how to self-track, it's one of the most important skills there is to learn, honestly, in my opinion, because obviously, like, for example, I'm going for dinner tonight at Rossi's, and if I didn't know how to self-track, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm failing. But I literally know he's making some sort of pancakes, pork pancakes or something like that. And it's honestly so easy, and it's not this 100-layer deep, oh my God, I'm going to fail thing. It's just, I know how to track that, you know? If some days I'm craving, like yesterday, for example, I was in the salon all day and I knew that I probably wouldn't have time to have my chow mein and microwave it. And I wanted to have something that I could just eat on the way home from work so I could come back and do some more work. And it wasn't like, you know, I spent like an hour yesterday traveling to work and an hour from work because the traffic was just cooked. So if I didn't know how to self-track, I wouldn't be able to adapt to my life, because at the end of the day, no one person has the most perfect week all week, and learning how to track also just like enables you to do that. Like one of my clients right now, I've got a lot of clients that work kind of like away and they come and they do conferences and all that kind of stuff. One of my clients now, because she knows how to track, we included, you know, things into that because she's going to like conventions and all that kind of stuff. So important. But I just built 3 meal plans for my 3 clients that have meal plans, which they also do have the guidance. Like I have 2 newer clients who are just literally like fresh with me as a coach, and then I have another one who I make her track, and I hold a gun to her head and say track. She knows how to track, but I'm just helping her take the thought out of it to give her some ideas. But we have a lot of flexibility as she is a mum, so like changing her dinners up if she wants or whatever, and just kind of helping because she already has so many things going on. But yeah, I've just been doing meal plans. It's currently 9:42 and I have my nails at 10:30. So I am well ahead of schedule, which is really good. And then I'm just going to start editing this YouTube. So I know that this has been a little bit of like a here, there, everywhere kind of episode, which is cool. I think it's cool to see behind the scenes. Anyway, thank you. I know that this has been a little bit of a shopping haul, Shein, whatever, behind the scenes. And like that's the whole point for YouTube. It's like you're able to see a bit more behind the scenes, curated, non-aesthetics. Like it's just kind of like what's going on behind the scenes. And I think that's what's really important, because I definitely think that sometimes you can think that, oh, it's just so easy for her, or like, oh, she always doesn't have a week that doesn't go to plan. And honestly, it does happen. You know, even this morning I woke up and I was so pumped to go to the gym yesterday. I was so pumped to go for a run yesterday. Like I couldn't wait. I'm like, yes, Wednesday run day, can't wait. Woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. I just want to press snooze. Oh, I don't really want to do it. I had all the stories. I was tired, you know, and that happens to all of us, but I still got up and I still did it. And I think it's really important to see that I'm also a human. I still have those moments. I still have to coach myself out of it. And like the best advice I can give you is like start talking to yourself almost like in third person, or is it second person? I don't know, where I'm like, okay, Maxie, you're really tired, but you weren't tired last night and you were really excited for this run. So why were you so excited about this run? Because you felt good and you're excited to run and you love seeing these people. So what really is it? Are you just comfortable in bed? Like that's kind of what I do for myself. And same thing as, you know, yesterday I weighed on the scales and I was 1 kilo up. Nothing changed. Typically after a run, I would be 1 kilo up after the run on Monday. But I was kind of the same, within the same range. I'm never the same number. And then I trained legs Monday and then woke up Tuesday and I was like 2 kilos on the scales. And same thing as that, I'm like, okay, well, Max, like, you know that you've got DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness. You know, that soreness. You also ran quite a distance. You had a massage, which then removes like, it brings like the toxins to the surface and then gets cleared out, you know, through our urine and sweat. So I talk to myself in those ways. Again, not because I'm a weirdo, but because I feel like talking yourself out of these things are so important. I used to do that when I was binge eating. So I had binge eating disorder. again, like binge eating is so common, but it's not normal. And I really want to really want you guys to understand that. You might know a lot of people that binge eat and you might think that it's normal for you, but it's really not. And I used to talk myself out of it. Like I would actually say, I want to binge right now. I'm feeling so overwhelmed and I want to binge. And just by saying that like that, I would always be like, okay, and is that binge going to help you with how you're feeling right now? Is it going to remove the emotions that you feel right now? And if the answer was like yes, it was never yes, by the way, then obviously I'm just going to have a food. But most of the time I say, what will actually help me right now that isn't food? Could you go for a walk? Could you do a house sprinkle clean? Could you just tidy up a little bit? Could you do some cooking? What can you do? Can you listen to a podcast? Can you read a book? Can you do some coloring in? And that's honestly how I overcome this, not by hiding it in the shadows. You know, shame grows in the shadows. Shame grows in the dark. It's like mold. What you speak, it has no depth to it. If you speak it out loud, you're able to actually see it for what it is. But anyway, that's my little spiel. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I really appreciate you being here. I still can't believe people are watching me. I really appreciate like the comments, and if you like this, send me a comment, subscribe. You know, it really helps me to keep going, I suppose. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.